Welcome to the quarterfinals here on Field 2 between the Oregon Blaze and the Rebels. We're starting things off here. The count is 2-2. The Blaze are up to bat first, and Chloe Arbaugh is at the plate. She's playing third base today. She gets a piece of that one, but that will be knocked foul. So, as we go through and get our legs under us as a broadcast, as this game starting right after the last one, there's a little hit to first, and the out will be made in time. That's the first out of the game. Here in the top of the first for the USA Softball of Oregon Fall Classic. Coming to back next is going to be Jasmine Barella. She plays shortstop. That first pitch to her is a ball. If you haven't been watching games the whole tournament, these games have an hour and 20-minute time limit on them. And no new innings can be started after that. And as that one goes foul, we'll even up the count at 1-1. My name is Christopher Janish. Alongside me is Riley from the SLU softball team. Barella gets a piece of that one. That's flying out. That could drop. It's going to be close. Diving catch made for the second out of the first. Great effort, I have to say. That's by Ava out there in center field. Bradford now coming up to the plate. She gets a piece of that one, but she's going to knock it foul. Now with two outs here in the top of the first. She gets a piece of that one over to shortstop. Throw across is in time for the third out, and that'll wrap up the top. We'll be back with the bottom right after this here on TableRockSports.net.
Everyday heroes live life full circle. Fill up and use your enrolled kickback card so you save 16 cents a gallon at the pumps. Get what you need when you need it. And remember, we reward all heroes with kickback cards at My Circle K. And if a call goes out for another heroic appearance, no problem. We have that one covered too, with our state-of-the-art car wash systems. Be the hero you were meant to be. Heroes living life full circle.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to Table Rock Sports here as we enter the bottom of the first inning. We're ready to start things off for the Rebels to have a chance to score. Lays down a bunt. Ball called foul. Ava, the center fielder, who had that nice diving grab, is up to bat first. She gets a piece of that one. That's going over to second. Nice little flip. Back to first. And that'll be our first out here in the bottom of the first. Serena now coming up to bat, lays down a nice little bump, but that's going to roll foul.
I have to run real quick and see something.
That one, another foul pitch. Count is 0-2. Still no one scored here early in this one. We're still in the first. That pitch doesn't find the strike zone. That brings the count to 1-2. Defending the strike zone, knocks that one foul. Madison Walker is on deck with one out. She'll get a chance. Pass ball there. Brings the count even at 2-2. That's low, and that'll be ball 4. She'll take her place on first with one out here in the bottom of the first. Madison Walker going to come up. She plays shortstop and alternately plays outfield. Walker is from Ridgefield High School in Ridgefield, Washington. First pitch to her is a little bit high. For a ball. Walker watches that one go past. Count now even at 1-1. Gets a piece of that. That's coming out here to left field. And Walker will get on first. Advance the runner. Ella Keel now comes up to bat. She wears the number 27. She's from Canby High School. That pitch not quite across the plate. That'll be a ball. Count now even at 1-1. Keel gets a piece of that one. That's going to be foul. Us here at Chippewa Rock Sports have 4 crews going, broadcasting on 4 different fields here at the same time at the USA Softball of Oregon Fall Classic, bringing you all the coverage we can. Defending the strike zone. Count even at 2-2. Gets a piece of that. Play over at third. Got the out. No, called safe. Say she pulled her foot. So that will load the bases. Brooke Allison now comes up to the plate. She's listed as the pitcher. Allison took a big cut, couldn't connect there. Count evens up at 1-1 for Allison. Good connection. That'll go foul. Bouncing back almost all the way to the field behind ours. We're here on field 2 at US Cellular Community Park. Bases loaded. Only one out. 1-2 the count. Allison defending the strike zone. Not going to let anything past her. That swing doesn't connect. And Allison will go down. McKenna Kraft going to come up to the plate. Kraft with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Wants to make something happen.
Let's do it. Huh? You want to hold on to the sunscreen if that's all you? Sure, yeah. Pictures.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. So ball 4, that walks in a run. Annie Brockmiller up to bat, wearing the number 8. Count on her goes 2-1. That called strike brings the count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Foul back, keeps the count even. Good connection there. That one coming out here. That'll drop. That's going to score 1. It'll score 2 all the way off the fence. They're sending a third. Stand-up double, play at the plate, and she's safe.
That was the most
That scores 3 of them.
No, but yeah. How are you doing? Oh, okay.
Brings the lead 4-0. Here's the Rebels really get going.
See you later.
Puts a runner on second. Not only just going to come to the plate. High foul ball back over the top of the cage. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. That the first strike on Just. That one skimmed just in the arm. That'll put runners on first and second. Michelli Perez coming up to bat. Foul tip there. Oh, and 1 the count. Puts that one in play. Shot stopped. Nice play there for the 3rd out. We'll take a break and be back here with the 2nd inning right after this here on Table Rock Sports.
I was talking to Bill.
Yeah,
Bill and Sherry got a guy.
they do? How did they get a guy?
Everything happened online, including financing. And their guy even delivered their new car to their home.
Maybe we should get a guy.
I thought you might say that. Honey, meet Kyle.
Find your guy during the Ram Power Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
Introducing Unlimited with Payback, only from U.S. Cellular. The only unlimited plan that pays you back for data you don't use. So, quit flushing money down the toilet with Verizon. Get Unlimited with Payback, and you can save up to $240 per year on a single line versus Verizon.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
Welcome back to live action here on Table Rock Sports. Here at field number 2 as we enter the top of the 2nd inning. The Blaze back up to bat. They weren't able to get anything done in the first, and they took a 4-0 deficit. Count goes to 1-1. Pass ball will be a ball. Erica Edson at the plate. 3-1 the count on her. Gets a piece of that, and that popped out. Could drop. Able to get under there is the second baseman. That's Natalie Just. Kaylee Christopher now coming to the plate. She's the center fielder. That one going to be a little bit low. Good connection there. That one flying out here towards center. Catch is made for the third out. We'll take a break and be back right after this here on Table Rock Sports for USA softball action.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Are you liking it up here?
It's honestly a lot like Half Moon Bay, like very like there's a town, like because I live in Ashton, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a smaller-ish town, and then like there's like rural parts of the area. I just appreciate it.
Nice.
So is this your full-time job, or are you still in the school too?
No, I work. I have a marketing company. So then I have a couple clients that we do like social media and marketing stuff for, and I've been doing this for 7 years.
Oh, really?
So this was when I was like in high school and college. This was the only thing I did, and then now it's just on the side. Welcome back here to Table Rock Sports. Count is 2-0. The Rebels back up to the plate. Bunt attempt doesn't work. Serena Hattery, at the plate again. Her second time up. She gets good connection there. That's a kind of flying out. Will it be foul? Will it drop? It's going to drop in foul. Count goes to 2-2. Under an hour remaining in this one. If you haven't been watching this tournament action, there's an hour and 20-minute time limit on these games that no new innings can be started after. And that's ball 4. She'll take her place on first. Madison Walker going to come up to the plate. He had some success last time. That going to be a ball, and we'll get a little bit of a conference here on the mound. We want to remind you that today's action is coming to you from US Cellular Community Park in Medford, where 1,800 teams a year compete in baseball, softball, soccer, football, and more. In 2023, the Medford Sports and Event Complex will host swimming, basketball, volleyball tournaments, and conventions. Learn more at travelmedford.org. Looks like the Blaze are bringing in a new pitcher. Try to see who this is. Couple other fielding changes happening. Bunt laid down, nice place. Throw is in time for the out, but the runner advances to second. Count goes to 3-1. Madison Walker at the plate. Throw over to first. Ball's bobbled. No one back there. She's going to go to second, and that'll score a run. And the Rebels continue where they left off, now leading 5-0 with one out here in the second. Ella Keel, catcher and utility at the plate. Gets a piece of that over to third. They try to hold the runner. They get the out at first. for the second out of the inning. Now Brooke Allison coming to the plate. Nice hit there. That's coming out. That could drop. Trying to get under it, and that does. Bounces off the fence. Good recovery. Bringing it in. And sliding in. She'll get the double, and that'll score another one. This Rebel team doing a good job firing on all cylinders. The Oregon Rebels, coached by Brittany Hedrickson, are from Fairview, Oregon. That one, little pass ball, able to keep it in front. Steal for third. No throw will come. McKenna Kraft in the batter's box. Good connection there. That's going to drop going all the way out to the fence. She's rounding first. She's going for second. She'll get a nice stand-up double and an RBI. With 2 outs, the Rebels keeping it going. A little bit of conversation going on in the circle. Bruckmiller up at the plate, wearing the number 8. Good connection there. That's going to drop in over here. Throw coming to try to hold her at third, and it does. That'll put runners at the corners. Good contact there for Bruckmiller. And that'll bring up Natalie Just. With 2 outs. Good contact. That could be fair. That could drop. And it will against the fence. They'll hold them up. Scores the runner from third. The Rebels now leading 8-0. Well, a good 2-out rally going on. Going to get a little conference in the infield. While they do that, we want to remind you, tournament fans here today are enjoying great softball and loading up on Moose Crunch from our famous Harry and David Country Store just down the street. The Ashland Shakespeare Festival, Brit Music Festival, top-notch golf courses, restaurants, and wineries. It's all here. Learn more at travelmedford.org. Southern Oregon has a lot going on. New pitcher coming into the game for the Blaze. And I should elaborate, this is the Oregon Blaze 16A. There's going to be Kendall Stout from Mountainside. Little grounder. Gonna be foul. That'll back everyone up. Natalie Just still at the plate. Two and one, now the count with 2 outs. Low pitch there. That's being kept in front by Bradford. Good contact coming out. Over the glove. That'll score 1. They're going to hold her up for a stand-up double. Excuse me, that'll score 2 actually. Perez now coming to the plate. Two and 0, make it 3 and 0. Easy throw back to first. And that's the 3rd out. We'll take a break and be back right after this here with the top of the 3rd. Welcome back here to Table Rock Sports. My name is Christopher Janish. Alongside me, Riley from the SOU softball team. She's on camera for me today. And we have some great action here. The Blaze trying to get back into this one, down 10-0, as the Rebels have just really shown what they can do. There's a chance for a hit, and it's going to be chased down in time for the first out here in the top of the third. Stansberry at the plate with the 1-1 count on her. Stansberry, 2-1 pitch. Brooke Allison from Newburgh High School, class of 2022, is in the circle, and she gets a strikeout for the second out here in the top of the third. Brooklyn Corliss at the plate for the Blaze. She gets a piece of that one. That'll be the second strike. 0-2 now the count for her. And strike three. That's 3 outs, and that gets us out of the top of the third. We'll be back with the bottom right after this here on Table Rock Sports. Welcome back to the USA Softball of Oregon 2020 Fall Classic here on field number 2. The Oregon Blaze going up against the Oregon Rebels. Coach Hendrickson coaching the Rebels. They're up to bat again. They already hold a 10-run lead over the first 2 innings, and they want to add to it now. Good connection there. Will that be fair? It is. That bounces all the way to the fence. They're going to hold her up on 2. Solid base hit. I believe that was McKenna Craft. That made good connection there. Now Madison Walker going to come up to bat. She's had some good success so far, and she's looking for another RBI with a runner in scoring position. First pitch to her is a strike. That went a little bit low. Going to be called a ball. We'll even up the count to 1-1. A lot of great softball action going on today. Stay tuned to USA Softball for all the details of what games are on what fields and where and when, as we have plenty more games to watch today. That one up in the air. Going to be flied out for out number 1 here in the third. Ella Keel up to bat. She makes good connection there, finds the gap going out to center field. That's going to roll all the way, bouncing off the fence. She rounds first, going to second. She'll get a stand-up double and an RBI. Runner now on second. Coming up to bat is number 21. That's Brooke Allison, the pitcher. Count goes to 3-0. Good connection. That's going out. Will it drop? And it does. Bounce off the top of the fence. She's going to stay at 2. And we'll get another RBI. The Rebels firing on all cylinders. This Oregon Rebels team has players from Canby, Tigard, Independence, Ridgefield, which is Washington, Vancouver, Washington, Newburgh, Oregon City, Clackamas, Vancouver, West Lynn, Malola, Happy Valley, Canby, and Albany. So a good spread of where players are from. Brock Miller coming back up to bat with the 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Oh, and 2 the count on Brock Miller. Connection, got going over to short, chance for a double play. Second one won't be there in time, but they get the lead runner for the second out. A little piece of that going out to center. Ball is bobbled out here in between center and left field. That'll be a stand-up double. Advance the runner. With 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Perez coming back up to the plate. Perez swing doesn't connect, evens again up to 1-1. 23 minutes left on the game clock. After that time, no new innings can be started. Perez gets a piece of that one. That's fouled back over the backstop, bouncing back all the way to the concession stand. One and 2 is the count. Now on Perez with runners in first and second. Can't connect, and that'll be the third out. And that will bring us to the top of the fourth when we come back right after this here on Table Rock Sports.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to the Table Rock Sports Network here as we enter the top of the fourth inning. The Blaze going to try to make something happen as they are down 13-0, having a hard time. Allison Olivo from Southridge up to bat. 1-1 count. As that one's tipped foul, will bring count to 1-2. Good connection. Not going to get through the infield, and that'll record the first out here in the top of the fourth. Travel Medford is sponsoring our live coverage this weekend. They operate in conjunction with the Southern Oregon Sports Commission, supporting the Know Your Role campaign, which you're seeing in our commercial breaks. See travelmedford.org/Southern Oregon Sports Commission to learn more. There records our second out. Lizzie Bradford from Mountainside going to go ahead and come up to the plate. That pitch going to be a strike. 0-1 now the count for Bradford. Little connection over to third. Throw to first is in time. And that's our third out. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth right after this here on Table Rock Sports. Thanks for being with us. Well, we're a little bit confused here, but it looks like that's the final. We're going to go ahead and put that on the final on our scoreboard, but we'll stay here. It looks like they called the game. There's still about 20 minutes left on the game clock, but the Rebels had such a commanding lead, and they want to save their energy for their later games. So we'll go ahead and send it to another break just in case this isn't the end of it. We don't want to end our live stream, but I believe that's it. We have it as a final on our scoreboard, 13-0. The Rebels. But we'll take a break and be back to give you the final word after this here on Table Rock Sports.
A parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Well, welcome back. That is going to be it for this game between the Rebels and the Blaze. We'll be back with more action after this. Coming up, our next airtime is to be determined. I'll have to check out the schedule, but it's already posted for you all to see. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being with us. And we'll be back with more softball action here in a few minutes.